Okay, welcome into this Essential Oils Made Easy class. My name is Jocelyn. I'm so excited that you're here. This class specifically is for those of you in Costa Rica. It's going to be a really fast class, so write down any questions that you have and keep in mind that this is just the beginning. This is not everything you need to know about essential oils. This is basically, I'm going to go as quickly as I can to honor your time and my time and really make this class as thorough but as basic as I can. Okay, I like to talk, so I'm going to do the best I can. Okay, so a little bit of our story. This is in the picture here. This is my family, and I am currently a mama to three. My kids, I have a little bit of an interesting story. We've been here in Costa Rica for 3 years now, actually. And back when we first thought of the idea of coming to Costa Rica, I was a single mom to a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. And, you know, I had all the odds against me. I had every reason to stay comfortable. I had every reason to stay in Canada, just doing the things, right? And when my son, who is now 7, was a little tiny baby, he inspired me to really go after my dreams and create a life that I wanted to live with him and for him, right? So I came across these pretty little bottles in a time when I really needed some safe, natural, and effective healthcare. And so he was just a little guy, got his first little cough, you know, and as a new parent, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know who to trust. I don't know what marketing is real, all of those questions, right? And so my good friend introduced me to these incredible tools and this incredible company. And not only did it change our lives drastically, the oils themselves, but the opportunity actually drastically changed our lives as well. So you'll hear a little bit more about that as we go through the class. But for now, welcome in. The goal of this class is to empower you. I'm going to do this really fast. 3 cool things, 3 ways to use the oils, and how to get oils in your home, even here in Costa Rica. So the first cool thing about essential oils is that they are safe. So they're 100% natural and safe. There's nothing added to the oil or taken away. They're just simply pure essential oils with no side effects and no addictions. They're safe for babies, children, adults, and older people. They're basically extracts from plants that have amazing health benefits. So a pure oil, like it says in the photo here, is about 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So 1 drop of peppermint oil is roughly equivalent to drinking 28 cups of peppermint tea, which is crazy, right? So they're really potent. To help you kind of feel how powerful the essential oils are, if we were in person, I would give you a drop of peppermint in your hands, which I'm going to do right now. And basically, you'd rub your hands together. And if you have doTERRA's peppermint, go grab it and do this with me. Rub your hands together, cup over your mouth and nose, and take a big inhale. And you can feel the airways opening, right? You can cup your one hand on the other hand and create sort of this inhaler and breathe in through the mouth, which is a great way to just open up the lungs. And then put the rest on the back of the neck. Here in Costa Rica, it gets warm. This is an incredible way to cool down the body. And then again, on the temples, this is fantastic for focus, waking up, energizing, all the things. Okay, I could go on all day about peppermint. So first cool thing is that they are safe. You just have to know how to use them. And that's where I come in, or we come in. The second cool thing is they are effective. So much so that in some situations, they are more effective than modern approaches to health problems. So before I move on, like if you are a health professional to any degree, nurse, doctor, anything like that, I know that you know more than I do when it comes to biology, but let's just dial it back to a basic, simple 101, okay? So in the picture here, you can imagine that is depicting a cell in your body. Okay, so we know that cells have oily cell membranes. The cell membrane protects the cell. It keeps the good things in, the bad things out. So now 2 of the things that are harmful to our cells are bacteria and viruses. So bacteria usually forms on the outside of the cell, and viruses duplicate the DNA on the inside of the cell. All you have to remember is bacteria on the outside, viruses on the inside. So let's say you went to the doctor with a bacterial infection. What would he give you? Normally, probably an antibiotic or something, right? After taking the antibiotic for 7 to 10 days, in most cases, it might clear up the infection, right? Often it also comes with some side effects, which, have to do with your gut, your hormones and immune system. Okay, so which would also result in probably you wanting to get some probiotics to replenish that. Now, if you had a virus, say like a cold or a flu, what would the doctor say? Hopefully he wouldn't prescribe you antibiotics, right? He would say, go home, drink a lot of water, rest, and let it run its course. The reason why is because most of the modern recommendations are water-based synthetic medications and frequently come with side effects and addictions, as we all know, right? So water and oil don't mix. So if the recommendation from your doctor is water-based, you'll have a really hard time penetrating through that oily membrane and stopping the duplication of a virus, which is on the inside. Essential oils, however, are different. They're oil-based, which means they can permeate the cell membrane, they can work on a cellular level without side effects or addictions, and they can combat bacteria on the outside and prevent the duplication of viruses on the inside. That's why they're often more effective than modern approaches to health problems. Crazy, right? So not all essential oils are created equally. We're going to get into that in a little bit here. That's the second cool thing, is that they're effective. The third cool thing is that they are affordable. Even living here in Costa Rica, this is a big deal because, any little minor health concern, we still need to go to the pharmacy. So does everyone else around here, right? So the really cool thing is that they're more affordable than traditional medical care because they're often pennies per dose. Okay, and in each dose, which you're going to experience in a little bit here, is you're basically going to only use 1 to 2 drops per application. Okay, so that's pennies per dose, like I said. So you could save a lot of money in healthcare costs wherever you are in the world, right? I personally love knowing that I have something safe, natural, and effective at my fingertips, all hours of the night, any time of the day that I can use on all the members of my family. Okay, so that's just a basic 3 cool things about essential oils. They're safe, they're effective, and affordable. One last thing I want to add on affordability. Let's take a look at lavender, for example. Lavender is known as the Swiss Army knife of oils. It's calming for the skin, calming for the mind, it's calming for the emotional body. It's also a great natural antihistamine. And so lavender has over 150 uses, that one oil. Can you believe it? So I am quite certain that you're not going to use your sleeping aid for a polysporin type deal if you have a skin abrasion or a bug bite. You're not going to put your sleeping pill on your bug bite, right? But lavender is great support for sleep, but it's also great support. It's an antihistamine for bug bites or any skin abrasions. So there's a pretty basic example of how these oils are so versatile, so affordable, and everybody needs to have them in their home. Okay, 3 ways to use the oils. So first way we use these oils is aromatically. Now that we know the 3 cool things about essential oils, we're going to really dive into how to use them, okay? And really basic terms here, remember. The first way to use them is aromatically. So everyone, you watching, take your fingers and pinch the top of your nose, okay, the bridge of your nose. So right under your fingers is your olfactory nerve. So you can take your fingers off now, but when you go to the dentist and you need to be, for example, if you're going for surgery or something, you need to be sedated. They don't give you a pill or a needle. Many times they offer you some sort of a gas and a mask, right? So they ask you to breathe through a mask, and in only a few seconds, the synthetic compounds through the mask, the gas triggers your olfactory nerve and system, sending signals to your body to help you relax and even feel in a different state, right? Almost sleeping. So it's one of the fastest ways to access the brain. So this happens exactly the same way with natural compounds found in essential oils. When we breathe in the natural compounds from oils, they hit our olfactory nerve. Olfactory nerve sends signals to the limbic system, which in turn sends signals to the rest of the body. So this can also happen with essential oils in as little as 30 seconds or less. So there are a few ways to use essential oils. Aromatically, you can breathe them in from your hands, like I did with the peppermint. You can use them in a diffuser or even breathe them in right from the bottle. Okay, so if you have an oil next to you, like, let's see, like lemon. I love using lemon aromatically. It's just such an incredible way to wake up and to energize and to be put into that instant like happy mood. It's uplifting. Just take a breath and you can pretty much like instantly notice that it impacts your emotional body. So aromatic use is something we use. We use our oils in the diffuser every single day. I put the oils on at nighttime for the kids to help the energy of the space, just wind down. Incredible way to use our oils, and a great way to get oils in everybody that's in the area and in the room, right? Okay, second way to use the oils is topically. So topically is basically like directly applying oils to the skin. So for children and people with sensitive skin, you'll definitely want to dilute. I love to use fractionated coconut oil, which means that part of the fat is removed and it'll stay liquid all times. Here in Costa Rica, that's not a really big issue, but it is a lot less greasy. You can buy that right through doTERRA as well. So it's just as effective when we dilute it. It actually takes a little bit longer to absorb, and there's not that tingly sensation, and maybe is uncomfortable for people with sensitive skin. Okay. It also is a way to keep the oils in place longer because they are extremely volatile. They do evaporate. And so a carrier oil actually helps them to stay in place longer. Okay, so you can apply to various parts of the body. I love to apply on the bottoms of the feet, especially for the kids and for babies, because it absorbs very fast, but it is very safe to put them on the bottoms of the feet. It's not sensitive either in the bottoms of the feet, and the oils absorb, like I said, very quickly into the bloodstream. So I always say use your intuition when using your oils topically, but I will say one big but here in Costa Rica, do not apply citrus oils topically, period. Okay, they are sun sensitive and they could cause your skin to be more susceptible to a sunburn, like a pretty serious burn. Okay, so do not use your citrus oils topically before heading out into the sun. If you need to use them topically, which I don't know why you would need to, because I love to use them aromatically and internally, which we're going to talk about in a second here. But do so at nighttime so that you don't see the sun for at least 12 hours. Okay. So for example, a health concern that you might want to use your oils topically for is a sore knee. Okay. So this is great for localized benefits. So you're going to use your oil called Deep Blue, which we're going to talk more about in a second. This is an incredible way to just support sore muscles and help the body in repairing. Okay. Third way we use these oils is internally. Okay. So doTERRA oils are not only safe to use internally, but they're actually recommended. The CPTG, which is certified pure tested grade standard, means that these oils are medicinal grade and they're completely safe to ingest, unlike most other brands. Okay, so you can put them in your mouth under your tongue. You can drink them in your water or in your tea. If you don't like the taste, you can put them in a veggie capsule, kind of like concocting your own little natural remedy. Okay, so for example, I love to drink my citrus oils in my water. It makes me drink a ton more water. That helps with my lymphatic system, as well as the essential oils like lemon or wild orange or grapefruit, great support for the metabolism. With the lymphatic system, it's helping my body to release that stagnant energy and that also like that, those toxins that need to release from the body. And so drinking a ton more water here is also always very helpful. They taste amazing. They're so good. So the three ways to use these oils: aromatically, topically, and internally. So let's talk just quickly here about why doTERRA. There's a need for a higher standard. Okay, the reason why people today know about essential oils is mostly because of doTERRA. They are almost 15 years old now. They produce the purest essential oils in the world. The part of the executive team had before they started doTERRA, they had 30 years of essential oil experience together, and they knew that the essential oil industry was completely unregulated, meaning that companies can put whatever they want in the bottle and they only need 2% of pure essential oil in the bottle. Okay, so they recognized that there was a need for a higher standard. So they came together to create the world's purest essential oils through helping the most people. That's why they chose this direct sales model, because our oils deserve and need education to come with them. So that's my job, is I educate people on how to use essential oils for healthcare, emotional and physical healthcare. Okay, and so like I said, they do so through helping the most people. Our sourcing initiative on the far right is called co-impact sourcing. So doTERRA actually partners with growers all around the world. They harvest these plants grown around the world in ideal climates, maximum therapeutic benefits. Okay, so this is providing jobs, education, practical needs. They have such an incredible humanitarian focus through the Healing Hands Foundation, which I work really closely with and have multiple projects here going on in Costa Rica. I absolutely love this side of doTERRA, that we are sustainable. Our oils are not harvested from our own farms. We work in partnership with smaller scale growers. Our average farms are 12 acres and they're all around the world. We source from over 40 different countries, and most of those countries are in poverty. Okay, so we get to provide these fair trade wages or higher, right, in this partnership and community for years to come. And so certified pure tested grade means that they are confirmed pure and safe by multiple levels of testing. We have internal testing with doTERRA, of course, but we also have third-party testing. Each batch is tested through 11 different tests. Okay, there's no harmful synthetics or contaminants added at all, period. And of course, I mean, I just love the co-impact sourcing initiative. Okay, so that's a little bit about why doTERRA. I hope you can see that it's pretty incredible that our oils are such a standard that we can safely ingest them. You can actually go to a website called source2u.com, www.source2u.com, and you can actually type in the batch number, which is found on the bottom of each bottle, and you can look up the quality reports, who sourced it, where did it come from, like all of the chemical constituents inside that oil. So I'm rambling here, but I could talk all day. So I want to ask you, what are your top 3 health concerns? Did we already cover them? We're going to go through probably about 5 of my favorite essential oils here, and I'm not going to go through every use for them because we would take literally all day, but I am going to encourage you to screenshot the ones that you really want to look into more, okay? So if you have a second, write down your top 3 health concerns. What are you curious to learn about? What would you like to find a natural solution for? The first oil I'm going to introduce you to is called Zengest here in Costa Rica, Digest Zen in other parts of the world. This is my number 1 use for Zengest, is anything to do with digestion. How often do you go out to eat and you eat something weird and your belly's not feeling so hot? You can just take 1 drop right underneath the tongue, and you can even put a little bit on the belly if you want to. It is so good. This one saves us multiple times a week, I swear. Okay, such a necessity oil, especially for those of us here living in another country. Second oil is lemon. So I kind of talked a little bit about lemon already. Lemon is so uplifting. My number 1 use for it, however, is removing anything sticky. So, you know, sometimes you get something with anyone has kids, put stickers on weird things. You can take the sticker off with lemon, okay? Just put a little bit on your finger and you can literally rub off the stickiness of the sticker and it'll come right off, okay? Be aware, because if you're rubbing it off the wall, it could also take off the paint. Okay, deep blue. We kind of touched on this one as well. Deep blue is anything sore. Growing legs is our favorite use. I have she's 20 months now, but my shoulders can use a little bit of extra love from time to time. So I put a few drops of deep blue on my hands, a little bit of coconut oil, and give myself a massage or get my partner to do it. This is also a great one to take to the masseuse if you go for massages. This is so nice. Deep blue, anything sore, so good. And then frankincense, this is known as the king of oils. I love this in my facial routine because it is great for healthy cells, anti-aging, anything to do with skin care and healthy cells, okay? Frankincense, so good. And then last one I think here is Breathe. Here in Costa Rica or Easy Air in other parts of the world, Breathe is the respiratory blend. Okay, so if you struggle with anything to do with breathing, I don't want to name any serious, don't want to make any claims here because I can't, but Breathe is like opening up the airways. Okay, if there's like flowers blooming and all of that going on in the air and you get congested, this is a great oil to use to really open up the airway. If it's smoky or like just whatever, this is a great one to use. In the diffuser is my favorite. So good for opening the airways. Okay, so I know that I only covered a few things. I don't know if you did find a solution for your health concerns, but if you didn't, or even if you did, I want you to connect back with whoever invited you to watch this class and send them a message, okay? Send them your top 3 concerns, tell them you're watching this or watch this, and ask them their support, okay? That is our job. Our job is to educate you on essential oils and connect you into getting your own essential oils. After that, it doesn't end, right? You then have unlimited access to all of our education through doTERRA and through our community. So I'm going to introduce you to one last product before we close up here. this is the Lifelong Vitality Supplement Trio. Okay. And being here in Costa Rica, this is like an even bigger deal because our access to clean supplements and products is limited. Okay. So these are my lifeline. I love to think of this as my strong foundation for my castle or my house. Okay. So if we have a shaky foundation, if we have a cracked foundation, if our true wellness is not that stable, our house is going to fall down, right? Our temple will crack and it will fall down. So eventually this trio though helps your body to fill in nutrition gaps. It helps your body to build longevity. It's such a great support for antioxidants. As you can see down at the bottom there, it's eye, brain, nervous system, all of these immune functions. I personally, when I started taking them almost 6 years ago now, it's literally like I was so fatigued. I was an emotional wreck. My hormones were all over the place. I wasn't like sleeping very well, all of those things. And these helped me really to regulate my system and to fill in nutrition gaps and to really start feeling better and thinking better. Okay. When I missed my vitamins, I noticed first my emotional and mental health start to fall away. I'm like, why am I so irritable? Or why do I feel so all over the place? These offer just such a strong, I just feel more focused. I feel less brain fog and all of those good things. So this is basically the Microplex VMZ, as you can see on the screen, is your whole food multivitamin and mineral complex, is your multivitamin. Alpha CRS is kind of like your antioxidants, your cellular energy, your longevity, okay, your insurance plan. Okay, and XC Omega is the 369 fatty acids and 9 essential oils, super clean fish oils. Okay, in some countries there is also a vegan version, but you guys, I can't recommend these enough. They're our number one product because we recognize here with doTERRA, we are not just selling band-aids. Okay, we're not just selling essential oils and they're going to fix everything. No, we recognize it's a lifestyle, right? Nutrition matters, moving your body, mindset, all of those good things, supplementation, all of this matters, right? So we are building the wellness from the inside out, right? From the ground up. And so this product is really going to help you to have more energy to move your body, right? To clear your mind so you don't feel so foggy and really just set yourself up for success. So I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to show you how to get your oils. So the first way to purchase is retail. It's the most expensive. Only pay retail in retail settings. No one here is going to buy retail. The second way to purchase is wholesale. Okay, it's kind of like a healthy Costco card, Sam's Club or PriceSmart. You pay your membership, which is $35 US, and it gives you the option to purchase whenever you like, whatever you like at 25% off for the next year. Okay, you get your own online login shop. And here in Costa Rica, if you are a customer, you would just order online through the doTERRA Costa Rica website through your own account, and it will come to you, not even joking, from our San Jose warehouse within 2 to 3 business days. I don't think anything in Costa Rica moves as fast as doTERRA does. Okay, so the third way to buy though, and this is how pretty much all of you are going to purchase, is below wholesale. So this is basically, you're getting your oils at the best price. This is through purchasing a starter package. Okay, they're discounted, grouped together for specific needs, which I highly recommend because, I mean, there's nothing worse than just having a few different oils at your house, just random ones, and then something happening. And people always message me, what do I do for this? I'm like, oh, do you have your oregano? Do you have your tea tree? Do you have your on guard? And they're like, oh, no, I just started with these ones. And I'm like, oh man, you need these. So the starter packages are, in my opinion, very necessary. I'm going to show you 2 different options here that are available here in Costa Rica. And then the best part is they include your year membership for free, access to all of our member perks and all the things. Okay, so our member perks, here are a few of them. We have our members only education portal, which is now called the Academy. It's off of Facebook. It's on an app called, a webpage called Kartra. This is where we're always adding masterclasses. We have like how to dilute, like how to use your oils, how to log in, what is the LRP, the Loyalty Rewards Program, all of those good things for you to just jump in there at any time that serves you. You obviously get access to myself or whoever connected you to watch this for lifestyle consultations. And as soon as you get your oils, we're going to go through them together, right? We're really going to unpack them and make some blends. Make sure you really know how to use them for exactly why you got them. Okay, onboarding support, education, accountability, access into our Facebook community. You can ask your questions, make new friends, really take part in our community events. And then of course, at the end here, there's an optional business opportunity with business coaching, training available for no extra cost. This is basically for those of you that love your oils so much, which I'm going to share in a second here. Okay, so first option here in Costa Rica, this is the Home Essentials collection. I know this is in Spanish. It's basically a bunch of the oils that we just talked about, but it also has adaptive, which is like the emotional, like it's great for emotional health and what's the word I'm looking for? Like emotional support. Okay, the next one is copaiba. Copaiba is known as the CBD of essential oils. So this is like anything CBD does, copaiba does it better. Okay, I'm just going to say that. And it also has balance. Okay, balance is the grounding blend. So this collection is by far my favorite here in Costa Rica because it has the 15 ml bottles, the 15 milliliter bottles. Deep Blue is always 5 ml, and it comes with our favorite 12-hour diffuser, the petal diffuser. So I love this one because it has a very good variety. This is the first option, and your price is the second one, Precio Afiliado, which is 175,000 colones. Okay. Next one is the family essentials. Okay, this is a great collection if you're somebody who's on a budget or you're like, I don't know if essentials are really for me, but I do want to try them. This has my favorite variety. Okay, this, in my opinion, this is the one I started with. I don't love it because they have the 5 ml bottles, but it is a great selection. Okay, because it has the oregano in there, which is like, if you get sick and you ask me, what do I do? Or I'm feeling like I might get sick, I'm going to say, you need your oregano, you need your tea tree, you need your frankincense, you need your on guard, and you need your lemon. And this one has all of those. Okay. The other collection doesn't have oregano, and I don't think it has frankincense, which is another one you need. So this one, anyway, I love this collection. And again, it's 88,900, and that includes your membership or your account to get the 25% off for the next year included for free. Okay. We also do have a loyalty program, which is a customizable monthly ordering program that you get to take advantage of, and you can earn points back on your purchases, and you get some loyalty perks as well. Okay. So there's also an option here in Costa Rica at the moment that you can start with your own starter collection. You can curate your own and get that membership fee of $35 waived for free. Okay. So it's 100 points. Connect back with whoever invited you here to learn more about that. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you reach out to whoever connected you here to ask your questions, and they're so excited to help you get your own oils and connect you into the education that you need to really learn how to use your oils. I'm going to share one more thing before we jump off. There are 3 types of people who are here. So you watching, number one, there is basically, we are here because we want to live a more natural lifestyle. You're here especially till the end because you want to live a more natural lifestyle. So that's where everything starts. We start loving these oils as soon as you get them, just like I mentioned at the beginning. Like I was looking for safe, natural, and effective healthcare for myself and my new son as a single mom. I saw these little bottles and I started using them and was blown away at their effects. I was blown away at how well they worked, how powerful they were, and how many things I could use them for. And so naturally, as we do, I started sharing them, and I started to get my oils paid for. I started sharing with moms at the park. I started sharing with my high school friends. I started sharing with my family, and I started to earn some commissions from doTERRA, which was amazing, right? Especially as a single mom. I'm a little bit unique, you guys. I will say that as soon as I saw the little bottles, I was like, I know this is my answer for not just safe, natural, and effective healthcare. It's actually my offer for my answer for my future with my son, because at the time, like I mentioned, close this door, I was a single mom, right? And I love traveling. I'd been traveling for like 6 years prior to having my son. He was a surprise pregnancy. And so I was really open to finding a way that I could be with my son to raise him, of course, but how I could also travel with him in the future. And so I saw this as an incredible opportunity. I already used essential oils like most of you here do. I use them every single day, right? I just didn't know how to use them. I got them from the health food shop, and I didn't know, the full benefits of pure oils. I didn't know even pure oils existed, right? And so naturally, it just started happening naturally for me. I could not stop sharing, right? Just as we all do when we love something, we really believe in something, we see it work for us. Like, would you be open to trying something that works for me? Is all I had to say, right? And of course, people are going to say, yes, I would love to try what works for you. I would love my son to sleep at nighttime, right? Like whatever it is. And then it turned into building a business, right? I started to research more about the company and the vision, and I found that it just completely aligned with me being a yoga instructor, wanting to heal other people, wanted to help other people to heal themselves, wanting to empower other people. And so through that, I've been able to, like I said at the beginning, build such an incredible community of people all around the world who love to feel that feeling in their house, to love to feel like they have a safe, natural, and effective option in their home. And of course, within those people, some of those people have started sharing as well. And so we have built an incredible community all over the world, like I mentioned. And here in Costa Rica, the reason why I was able to relocate to Costa Rica as a single mom with a 2 and a 4-year-old is because my doTERRA business was so stable at the moment that I could choose anywhere in the world. And I chose Costa Rica. And by whatever it is, I actually met my dream guy like a few days after arriving in Costa Rica. And so we've been building this business together and continuing to empower people wherever we go, because it's not only the product that literally, I mean, the product is incredible. And that is why doTERRA is how it is and is such a successful, impactful company, right? Is because our product is incredible and it works. But it's also the business opportunity that has had more of an impact on my life, I would say, because if I didn't have this, I don't know where I'd be back in Canada, dreading the winters as a single mom. Who knows where I'd be, right? So anyway, I'm so grateful that you're here, stayed until the very end. I am so excited to work with you, whether you are interested in getting your own oils and really learning how to use them. That is the first step. If you are interested in sharing or building a business, you can do this business literally from your backpack, from anywhere in the world. Reach out to myself or whoever connected you here to get started, and we can't wait to support you wherever you're at. Thanks again for being here, and I hope you have an amazing day.